You live?
Hey everyone, can everyone hear me? I guess if you could hear me, if you could just type into the chat yes or something, then we could get started. Great. Thanks guys for joining our webcast. So the point of this session is to go over any outstanding questions anyone may have. But before we go to Q&A, I just wanted to take a moment and just go through the two products that's live on Kickstarter. First is the DUEX Lite, and then the DUEX Plus. So I have it set up behind me. Move my camera. Okay, cool. So I have the DUEX Lite set up on this 14-inch Asus laptop, and the DUEX Plus it's on the 13-inch MacBook Pro. So I'll just do a quick demonstration first. So the Lite is comes in two colors, white and this dark gray. And as you all know, that it slides in and out, and it clips onto these round magnet pucks on the back, which are much smaller than the ones from before, and it's quite simple. Just locks right on. Yep. It slides. So you center on the laptop. Then to deploy it, you can slide the magnets and then slide the screen out. To turn it on, just simply plug in the USB and that's all it takes. This one's upside down, but this one is similar. That's the Plus. Plus is a lot lighter, but the main difference between the Lite and the Plus is the aluminum backplate, as well as the bigger display size. Plus has a much thinner bezel all the way across, and compared to the DUEX Lite, which is 12.5 inches, the Plus is 13.3, but physically it's pretty much the same size as the Lite. So I just wanted to place them side by side. So this is the DUEX Lite, and this is the Plus next to each other. They're pretty much the same exact size. So I'll try to lay them on top of each other. Maybe it makes more sense to put the Plus on the back. Okay. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, let's see. You can probably see the questions.
Yeah.
Well, let's check the top. Live chat.
Okay, I see some questions before we started. Does it fit the Microsoft Surface Book 2? Yes, we don't have a Surface Book, but we have a Surface laptop in the office. Unfortunately, one of our employees took it home. The first Surface Book, I believe, is 15 inches. That's the one that pops off like a tablet. You could use a tablet, pop it back on. It works perfectly fine with it. We designed the travel on for the magnetic slots, both of them, to be able to accommodate 15.6-inch laptops. And the Surface at only 15 inches is definitely not a problem. Fit for the Razer Blade 15. Yeah, so I think that's a similar question to the one before. I would recommend the 13.3-inch DUEX Plus only because at 13.3 inches, it's a better match for larger laptops, and it's going to work just fine. see. Okay, let me go to the question. Can we switch from the Lite to the Pro? Yes. There's two. It's called a Plus. Yes, there are two ways to make this change. I think the quickest way is to cancel your order on Kickstarter and then reback the correct one. Now, unfortunately, if you bought the Lite at the super early bird price, Kickstarter will not let us reactivate back pledges that's been expired. But if you want to keep the super early bird discount and just be able to change the size and pay the difference, I would recommend doing it in the post-campaign survey, which we're going to send out as soon as the campaign ends. There, you'll have the option of upgrading to the larger screen or downgrading to the smaller screen, doing add-ons, pick your color preference, and enter your shipping address. That's what's happening. Why is that cable so long? That's a good question. So we really have to think about what length of cable we should order. Now, to be able to accommodate 15.6-inch laptops, and assuming that it only has USB ports on one side, you need a 3-feet cable to span the back of the laptop. Imagine this is a 15-inch laptop. It's a little bit wider, and only USB ports on this side, so the cable needs to reach all the way around the back and be able to hook it there. It's a standard USB Type 3.0 cable. If it's too long for you aesthetically for some reason, you could, as long as it's a USB 3.0 cable, you could buy a shorter one. But 3 feet is a standard length. Most cables that are available on Amazon is about that size. Will you be offering more than a set of magnets for multiple laptops? That's a question that came up a lot during the campaign. So we've announced that in our previous backer update that we're throwing in an extra set of magnets with every unit. So now you're going to be able to receive 2 sets of magnets. If that's not enough, in the post-campaign survey, you'll be able to buy more magnets. And I just wanted to make it clear that the magnets are actually reusable. I've mentioned in the comments that we use nano glue to adhere the magnets to the back of the laptop. Nano glue is basically a sheet with a bunch of micro suction cups. So the word glue is misleading, it's residue free. So we ship extra strips of this, I believe 3 sets, for you to reuse the magnets 3 times. In addition to the extra set of magnet plus 3 additional sets of the nano glue that's been added since our last update. Can you attach 2 screens? No. We wanted to make this really a much simpler product than the Trio. If you wanted 2 screens, Trio would be the right product to buy. The reason is a lot of the feedback we got is that Trio is so heavy, it's thick. I don't need 2 screens. So we took a lot of material off of these 2 products. So the clip that goes into the Trio doesn't have enough to hold on to on the DUEXs. And from our perspective, we want to differentiate our product lines more clearly. So the Trio will be the 3-screen product, and the DUEX lineup will be the 2nd-screen product. When I plug in my current Plus to my Mac, I get this notice: the T6 driver kit system extension has claimed the device and is driving it. Then I'm asked if I'm to activate the USB driver. Yeah, I believe you just have to click Activate USB driver, and you'll be able to use the display. This is an alert that started showing up with the most recent Mac system, and we had to adjust our driver to adapt to it. When we developed the driver for our products, we're a much smaller company than we'd like to be, and Apple doesn't really keep us in the loop for anything. So a lot of times, when they release a new operating system and our customers upgrade to it, our products, and we always work diligently to resolve these issues. So you just have to activate it. I've seen that message myself. We pretty much use all Macs in the office, and we've been testing our products. And I'm pretty sure it's pretty straightforward after that. It comes with an USB adapter from A to C. Yes, absolutely. We wanted to, this product works with both USB-C and USB-A. So, this is the cable it comes with. It's with the right angle head on one end and regular USB-C plug. And we include an adapter that's part of the cable for those backers that are using USB Type A. What makes this product superior to any portable monitor combined with a mounting device? Oh, that's a great question. When we started the company, there are many other portable monitors on the market, but okay. I hope I'm still connected. Yeah. So there are many monitors on the market, and with the pandemic last year, there's actually about 60 more sellers on Amazon. Now, what really differentiated us from others is our sort of our mounting system that enables the user to keep the monitor on the back of their laptop, sort of as all-in-one system, so you don't have to carry anything separate with you. I know, on the surface, maybe this is not that big of a deal. It's a very small difference, but from the founding of our company, I think that was a huge step forward, at least for me, in terms of user experience. So that's what really differentiates us. I'm not going to stress us like monitor is better in any way. It's not. It's an LCD monitor just like all the other ones on the market. But the mounting system that enables the user to slide it out and deploy it anytime, anywhere they want, connect it with a single USB cable to power the monitor on, and swivel the monitor backwards into presentation mode, has been seeing very valuable set of attributes that's exclusive to our monitor, and we hold a patent on it. Let's see. On a 15-inch laptop, would the DUEX Plus be mounted to the center and have enough room to slide across the metal strip? Yes. The previous DUEX Pro had a different design, and the DUEX Pro relied on the contact between the round metal plates and the square that's on the back. It did not leave enough travel. So on both the DUEX Lite and the DUEX Plus, so I think we really took a lot of feedback. People didn't want large sort of protruding metal plates on the back of the laptop. Initially, we wanted to add these rectangular strips to the back of the laptop to enable the user to have more travel. But then, putting more thought into it, we decided to put the metal plates on the monitor and only put these very small round pucks, magnetic pucks, on the laptop. This allowed us to keep what's on your laptop minimal, but give you almost 2 inches of travel. The 2 inches travel is way more than enough to reach around a 15.6-inch laptop. So we designed this and tested this on multiple 15.6-inch laptops to ensure there is enough travel so you can mount it on the center of your 15-inch laptop. Can I buy 2 DUEX Pluses and buy a clip from your website to make it a trio setup? That is absolutely not going to work for very good reasons. The trios, the base of the trios are seated against the tabletop. That's for providing stability. When you clip 2 of these things together, despite the weight being pretty light by itself, 2 of them together plus the clips could be pretty heavy. Freehanging that much weight on the back of your laptop, likely the laptop will collapse. It's not designed to be used that way, and we absolutely don't recommend it. Does the DUEX automatically extend the window, or do you have to go to display settings? It actually, well, let me give you the full answer. If you connect the DUEX to your laptop and it's in extend mode, then it's going to extend. If you connect it, it's in mirror mode, but you set it to extend, it will remember that the next time. For whatever reason, it is set to extend, but on very few laptops, it defaults to mirror. I have no idea why. I don't know, but as long as you change that setting, it remembers that USB port, and the next time you connect to the same port, all of your settings will revert. Does it have a superset control for brightness, or does it have sound? Yeah, we put the buttons for brightness. So one is menu, up, down, confirm. Same 3 buttons on the Plus as well. You could use it to adjust brightness, color temperature, eye care mode. It's quite adjustable, like most conventional monitors. It does not have sound. Reason is, we wanted to make, primarily we designed our portable monitors for laptops, and laptops have a way better speaker than we could ever put in these small devices. Now, we wanted to make these also compatible with USB Type 3, USB 3.0, which is a universal USB spec, and that only outputs 900 milliamps of current. So most speakers are already 1 watt. So a 1 watt speaker is terrible, but we wouldn't even be able to draw power 1 watt speaker. So we didn't see the point of doing it. I used the prior Trio, one of them, and it works to both sides of my Mac with 1 set of magnets. Love the new rectangular strip plus smaller magnets. Well, thank you. Dean, we, it's feedbacks like yours that always helps us improve. I think we wanted to get rid of the magnets, to be honest, but I just couldn't think of a way to design a universal mounting system that would look minimal and work for all laptops. The best we did so far is to shrink the size of these magnets into, I think they're 15 millimeter pucks, 20 millimeter pucks, which looks small. It does look small. Let me see if I can find one.
It's on the machine. It's on the
So I don't know if y'all had a chance to look at my most recent update, but we sent out a survey. Many backers asked us if we could read black ones, so it'll look nicer on a darker laptop. So yeah, fill out the survey. I think we're definitely on our way to $800,000, and we'll be able to release black ones. So just to make it clear one more time, that it's going to come standard with the silver pucks for people who have lighter laptops, like white ones or with silver Macs. But the additional set of pucks will be black. This way, you could sort of have a choice of what color we want to use. And then in the post-campaign survey, you'll be able to buy add-ons available in both silver and black, so you could get the ones you want. And here's a demonstration. The original metal plates compared to the current magnet. So it's much smaller all the way around. Can you show it standing alone? Yes. Let me get that ready. I just have to get the magnets off. Okay, this is the kickstand. It's a prototype. We call this the origami kickstand because it actually folds like an origami. So it snaps onto the back. Now, one complaint from the last kickstand is that it's not very stable. It's hard to hold different angles. For this one, it folds out, and all the forces cancel each other, so it'll hold at multiple angles. So let me just demonstrate this. It's a prototype, so the black lines aren't going to be there. It's going to be in one color, but yeah, it's like that. It's you could just change the angle. It's going to hold multiple positions. Ideally, it would be in presentation mode, and it'll stand up by itself. Yeah, shipping and manufacturing delays been a nightmare for the last several months. Are you expecting any major delays? No, luckily we're not. When we started the company, we really, I guess didn't have any idea what we were doing. So our first campaign didn't really go that well. We put a ton of preparation into our second campaign, had almost all the vendors and raw material lined up to be able to ship our second batch of products during the Trio campaign. And then obviously the pandemic happened. So that delayed our shipping time frame, I think, by 3 months or so. But this time, I'm absolutely confident. Actually, we just recently, I think either tonight, which will be daytime in China, we'll be starting our small batch production on the DUEX Lite just to go over any last minute problems we may foresee and make certain changes. When that's done, I think April 15th, we'll be doing the small batch production on the DUEX Plus, and assembly is pretty quick. So as soon as we get our funds from Kickstarter, we're just gonna pay for the raw material. We already have the screens on hand. It's really everything else we have to pay for. And the typical production works like this. On the first day, they're gonna do a slow production at 400 units a day, and eventually they're gonna ramp to 1,000 to 1,300 units per day. So I think on Kickstarter we sold something like 3,000 pieces so far. So we're looking at about 3 days of production, and after that, it gets in the container and it'll just come to the US. With the DUEX Plus, can you use C to HDMI adapter and connect other like PlayStation? For example, power the screen with another power source. Thank you for answering. No, that will not work. Our device via USB Type-C works exclusively with DP out signal, not HDMI. So that will not work. Yeah. So. Feel free to let me know if there are any other questions or any other demonstrations I could do. Happy to clarify anything.
I'm sure then you can just take it to your laptop.
Oh, yeah, Stephen made a good point. A huge source of complaint in our previous products were the fact that you have to leave the device on a tabletop to prop itself up. A lot of people literally use a laptop on their lap, and it's not stable. Or when they pick it up and move their laptop around, they forget to close their lid or close the DUEX Pro or the Trio, then it falls off. So, the advantage of using this puck system is it's gonna just stay on the back of your laptop. We couldn't do that on the Plus or the Trio. I mean, the Pro or the Trio is because, those products were much heavier. They're larger. So if you pick it up like that, most likely your lid's going to collapse or it's going to slide off. So now it actually, it's going to hold itself up pretty well. We tested it, and it definitely helps with this product being only about 1.3 pounds.